Hey guys, Pastor Ryan here. It is Resurrection Thursday. There are ladders everywhere in the worship auditorium. We are getting ready for the worship gathering tonight. We're hanging signs, we're hanging chandeliers. We are so excited about what's going to happen this weekend as we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, that the grave couldn't hold our King. I'm beyond excited if you can't tell. I've got a little five countdown of things you should know as a disciple group leader in light of what next week holds for us. Number 5, we are getting with you. Most of our coaches have called you, checked in on you, asked about your group size, asked about group dynamics, asked about how everything's going. What we're going to do this upcoming week is kind of put all that together. We know some of you have groups that are like 15, 20, 30, and some of you have groups that are like you and one other, and so we're going to start looking at how to kind of even those groups out, and we'll be getting all those plans out to you. So just want you to know, if you told our coaches, hey, I'm kind of out on the vine here, I don't know how much longer I'm going to last, we're coming to give you reinforcement. So keep hanging there, dig in. We'll be there in a moment. Number 4, hopefully this upcoming week, you're going to get several emails. We're actually going to say from stage that one of our main environments of growing disciples is a disciple group. So be ready for newbies. Be ready to respond to them ASAP, quickly. Some people are coming back to church this weekend for the first time in years, and we want to be welcoming and get those guys plugged in. And then don't forget, every time you have a new person in your group, go through the covenant again. And so just wanted to remind you of that. Number 3 on the countdown, we are eagerly anticipating a few things. We're in the process of hiring a pastor of spiritual formation. We're doing some interviews there. We've got 2 sermons coming up between now and the end of the sermon that are going to directly talk about disciple groups. And so we expect our 50 groups to grow to about 100, really hopefully by the beginning of school. That means that you really need to identify that apprentice and really start pouring into them. The next Serve Blitz is coming up. We told you this last week, but the next Serve Blitz, we're going to do a special training for new leaders and apprentices. And so I just want to keep casting and telling you the reason we're pushing apprentices is because your group's going to double, if not triple, by September as we try to move from 500 people in groups to 1,000 to 1,500. Number 2, Easter. For those of you going to be here Sunday, especially Sunday morning at 9 and 11:22, we're going to be having a shuttle running back and forth from the Publix parking lot, which is across San Pablo, east of San Pablo. And as leaders, I'm going to ask if you would park over there. If you need to drop your kids off, that's great. Drop them off, get them plugged in. But let's park over there, and there'll be like a shuttle bus, like a good old-fashioned trolley will bring you back and forth. And so I want to ask you that. The last thing, number 1 thing is, with this being Easter week and with our hopes and expectations that we would have a lot of new people in groups and therefore would need to spend some time on covenant, we've written the curriculum a little lighter this week. Not necessarily still as deep, but a little bit lighter. You're going to need name tags. So you can get masking tape, or you can go get the Hello My Name Is tag. And we're going to teach through John 20, the resurrection story. And then what we're going to do at the end, instead of a ton of dialogue with the big heavy questions, we're going to identify some people in our groups are John, some are Peter, some are Mary, some are Thomas's. And we're going to talk about how our approach to the resurrection should fuel the way we respond. The way we approach Jesus coming out of the grave is individualistic. Each of us kind of have their own approach, but the truth is this, is that Jesus came to die for all. And so we're going to kind of walk through how do we respond to the cross uniquely, and then what does that require of us corporately together. So just know it's going to be a little different. You're still going to do the teaching at the front end and talk about the story of the resurrection, but then the question and answer time is going to be a little bit unique. It's going to be really more of a sharing, and hopefully our prayer is that this would give you an opportunity as a group to do some of that really getting to know each other. And so the questions are going to be more about, so tell me how you respond to this. And so I just want to keep encouraging you to dig in, prepare, and study the curriculum. If you have any questions about the curriculum, feel free to email us. You can email mike.coster@coe22.com, and he'll make sure that the right person gets it and gets back to you. We love you guys, and we'll see you this weekend.